Hello, everybody. Welcome to Skill Ninja and welcome to Confab with Mehak. I hope all of you are doing well and all of you are learning new things. All of you are seeing new things because Skill Ninja is organizing so many free workshops and seminars for you. Today we had a wonderful workshop on Instagram stories because everybody is so social media friendly these days and they want to be on social media. They want to post their life, their stories on social media, and that is why everybody is interested. But most of you do not know how to do that interestingly. So we did a free workshop today where we taught you about Instagram stories, Facebook stories, how to be social media friendly. And today's confab is equally wonderful, which is about millets. As all of you must be knowing that year 2023 was declared by our Honorable Prime Minister as the Millets Year. So this year, being the Millets Year, is something we all must know about. So today we have arranged a special confab where we have invited a millet specialist, a lady, Miss Hema Bhatt, who is going to tell you about millets. So, as all of you know, that millets are popular grains this year, and everybody wants to, go on a millet diet. But do you know what millets are? How they help you? How they change your life? How are they helpful in the diseases? In the weight loss journey? Because doctors and dietitians and nutritionists, everybody has been recommending millets to us. So it is very important that we understand the importance of millets, how they are useful, how they are helpful, and how do they help us to achieve our goals, health goals. And we must know that there are so many millets. So sometimes due to lack of knowledge, we are unable to use them and draw the benefits of them. That is why we are holding this confab, so that you can know everything about it. You can understand what millets are and how they help us, because we are, unfortunately suffering from so many diseases these days, and diabetes and thyroid and obesity, and some of these diseases are so common that almost every second or third person has them. So what is the solution to all of it? As you know that diet plays a very major role in our health, and mostly it is the diet that affects and helps you achieve your goals. So this is very important that we understand that how to use the millets in our diets and how to achieve our goals. So sometimes what happens is that you know that these are the millets, but how to use them, because the recipes of the millets might be different and some of us might not know how to use millets. So our guest speaker today, Ms. Hema Bhatt, is going to let you know that today we are, going to talk about millets, and we will be knowing the recipes and how to cook millets, what are the different things that you can do with millets. uh, all right, we had some network issues. So coming back to our topic today, we are talking about millets today, and we are talking about the millet diet, which is so popular with everybody. So let me see who all have joined us today. We have Radhika. Hi, Radhika. Neelam. Hi, Neelam. So many people. Varsha, Shelly. That's so nice. So many of you have joined us today. Priyanka, thank you for joining us today. And in a very short while, our guest is going to join and she will tell you about millets diet. So I hope all of you are excited, because everybody is, very concerned about health, and health is an issue that we all are, it is our topmost priority. We can do anything for health. Yes. So why not listen to a very helpful free confab where you are going to know about millets, the grains of the year, In between, can anybody tell me that what are millets? Can you write in the chat box so that till our guest joins, we can talk about millets? Can anybody write in the chat box what millets are? किसी को पता है कि millets क्या होते हैं और कौन कौन से होते हैं? Does anybody know? Yes, waiting for your answers in the chat box. Hi, Nina. So, yes, thank you, Priyanka. Millets is a health food. Absolutely, you are right. And millets are a health food. Okay. So, would anybody like to join this conversation? Swati. Yes, Swati. Swati, would you like to join this conversation and tell us what millets are? या फिर आपको yes, ragi. Oh, yes, very good. I have a nice answer here. Bhagar, yes. Bhagar बोलते हैं उसको हिंदी में, yes. So many of you, Jawar, yes, that's correct. So our audience is not completely unaware about millets. Most of you know that what millets are. Yes, I always use daily in spite of rice. Nina says this. That's very nice, Nina. Wonderful. Okay. Quinoa. Quinoa, I'm not sure is a millet. Yes, it is definitely it has a lot of fiber and protein in it, but I'm not sure if it's a millet. So I will wait for our expert to tell us if at all it is a millet. So by that time, yes, our guest is here. And without further ado, we have been waiting so much for you, Hema ji. So now Miss Hema is here to join us, and very soon we will all know कि हमारे millets क्या हैं and कौन कौन से हैं. बहुत सारे answers आए हैं. Millets are complex grains. Very good. Okay, बाजरा. Yes. So let us know कि क्या क्या हमारे millets होते हैं. हमारी expert हमें ज़्यादा बताएंगी. So our dear guest is here. Hello, Hema ji.
Hello. Hello.
How are
Sorry,
you, Hema?
there was some technical glitch, so
Oh, no
we
problem,
didn't
Hema ji.
consider. Yeah.
I'm glad you could finally join us. We have been waiting for you, and the audience has been writing in the comment box कि millets क्या क्या होते हैं. So I welcome you, Hema ji, today to the Confab, and let
Thank
us
you.
quickly start with what are millets?
Yeah, actually, there are many kinds of millets we say, like the daily food which we have, the ragi, jawar, bajra, they are also millets. But there are different kinds of millets. These are one kind of millets. These are called neutral millets. And there is another kind of millets which are known as the healthy positive millets.
Okay.
Now, what is the difference between this neutral millets and healthy positive millets?
Okay, so there are
Neutral
two
millets,
types of millets, healthy,
yeah,
positive, and neutral.
yes.
Okay.
So neutral millets like ragi, jawar, bajra, they are good for us. When we consume them, they are good for us. But they don't help in the chronic illness that we have.
Okay.
Yeah, they do give us strength and everything, but they don't cure us of any major ailments like chronic illness like diabetes, hypertension, BP, thyroid. But these healthy positive millets, there are 5 types of healthy positive millets.
Okay.
That is the kodo millet, then we have the barnyard millet, we have the little millet, then we have the foxtail millet, and we have the brown top millet. So these are the 5 types of healthy positive millets, which
Okay.
are, if consumed, they are very, very useful for us. They really keep us healthy. It starts in a small way, and if we have it on a daily basis, they do help us to eliminate the chronic illnesses that we have slowly, steadily. Like it may not happen overnight or it may not happen even in 2 months, but daily, if we consume these millets, it will say up to 1 year. Religiously, you have it for
Mm-hmm.
every meal, your morning
Okay.
breakfast, your afternoon meal, your night meal, every day. And there is a way to use these millets actually. So if we use them, these millets every day, then maybe after 1 year or after 2 years, means gradually you will start finding change in your body.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you feel, you automatically you feel very healthy. You do feel healthy after 6 months itself. You start feeling,
Mm-hmm.
you more energetic, and you don't feel that lethargic type. Usually when with diabetes and all that, we do feel very lethargic, but because it starts curing our body of these chronic ailments, that's how we start feeling very energetic. Then we feel like doing some more things. So
Okay.
they are these 5 minutes which help us in the chronic illness.
Okay, Hema ji, somebody in
Yeah.
the audience was writing Kodo and all of this. Honestly, I did not know about them.
Okay.
Also, this is very new for me that there are healthy positive millets which are different from the neutral millets. So,
Okay.
the categories that you said, there are 5 categories. Are they categories जिसके अंदर अलग-अलग millets आते हैं या फिर ये millets के नाम ही हैं 5 तरीके के?
हाँ नहीं ये these millets are different from each other
Okay,
because each millet, like the Kodo millet, the barnyard millet, the brown top millet, the little millet, and the foxtail millet, each of them have a unique quality of their own.
okay.
Yeah,
Can we
because
know their Hindi names, हेमा जी?
yes,
हिंदी में हम
yes,
इन्हें क्या
yes.
बुलाते हैं?
I'll tell you the Hindi names. The Kodo is known as Arakka actually.
Okay,
Yeah. Then the foxtail is known as Navne.
okay.
It is known as Navne. Then the barnyard is known as Sama.
Sama, yes.
Yeah. And little millet is known as Sanva.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Sa
brown
Sama
top.
tree is also eaten fast, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, in the north and in the south, we have different millets for our vrat, for our
Okay,
fasting.
okay,
So in the south, there is, I don't know exactly which particular millet we use in the south for fasting, but one particular millet we use in the south for fasting, and one particular millet, another millet we use in the north for fasting. So they are known as vrat ka chawal. Chawal means they are not that rice, but they are known as vrat ka
but
chawal.
chawal.
So,
Okay, that's
and the last one, brown top, is known as korallu. Its Hindi name is korallu. And
okay.
plus, they have their names in the other languages also. Every regional language, they have their those names over there.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
actually, our audience might not completely relate to these names because you all must know कि हर जगह millets को अपने अलग नाम से बुलाया जाता है. We all have our regional names for every grain. Even for grains, we have that. You see, so
Yeah.
millets are
Yes.
a new thing. So definitely. So Hema ji, why don't you tell us that what can we cook from these millets because they are very different.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what can we?
These. There are so many things. Whatever we cook every day in our daily lives, everything can be cooked with these millets. Like
Okay,
the way we use rice in our daily life. The same way, just instead of rice, you have to use any one of these millets. It's not necessary that, okay, for khichdi you use only kodo millet, or for idli dosa you use only foxtail millet. There's nothing like that. From each of these millets, you can make all the items. Like you can make, see, you may ask, how can the idli or dosa be made from these millets? Now, what do we use in idli and dosa? We use rice and urad dal.
urad dal.
Now, urad dal, as it is, we will be using, but instead of rice, we will use one of these millets, any one of these millets.
Okay.
And the same proportion, whatever we take the rice proportion and the urad dal proportion, the same proportion, instead of rice, we take one of the millets. We soak
Okay.
it, wash it, soak it, grind it, and again keep it for fermentation and make your idlis and dosas. I make every day from these. I use these millets every day.
Oh,
My breakfast and my rice, what I make from these millets only. I I have stopped buying the rice
oh, that's
from
wonderful.
outside. I have stopped rice. I just keep 1 or 2 kgs of rice. Like suppose somebody comes home,
Yes.
if they are not used to these millets, I have to cook rice for them. Then I keep that for emergency's sake. But otherwise, I don't use rice at all.
Oh,
And it
that's
is
wonderful.
since the past 2.5 years. I have
Oh,
stopped rice completely. Yes, and I make idlis, dosas. You can even make upma from these millets.
okay. So you have
Yeah, yeah.
completely replaced rice
Yes,
with millets.
yes, completely. I don't use rice at all. You can make khichdi from the millets. You can make what to say, pulao, biryani.
Oh,
There is an item in our South India where it is a very famous item, bisibere. Bisibere huli anna we call it. That is the hot dal rice. So that also I make from these millets only.
and your family also eats
Yeah, yeah.
without
Now
any
my family
complaint?
has also started using millets. My daughter is married. She buys millets only. Like
Okay.
after, yeah, I started actually. My daughter is a homeopath, and she was the one who told me that, "Mummy, you have to stop eating idlis because I'm a diabetic." Yeah,
Okay.
I have I have been on insulin, but my insulin has been reduced drastically.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm using very little, few units of the insulin because I have to slowly do away with
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Yes.
So when she said I cannot eat idli dosa because I'm little, I said, what should I eat then? Then another day she said you have to stop upma because even that rava is not good for you because that is made from wheat.
Ah,
Even wheat is not good. They say even wheat is not good. So instead of wheat, you can make even chapatis from these millets.
yeah.
So I started making my idli, dosa, my normal rice, and upma, everything using these millets. Even
Okay.
khichdi, like khichdi instead of rice, I started using the millets with dal, with the mung dal.
Great.
So, and there is one particular item which you have to make from these millets, which you have to have every day, which is really good for your gut. So they say the microbial balance in your body should be uh,
Yes.
balanced
Proportion.
perfectly. Yeah, because that is what helps you inside your body.
Yes.
So this particular item is known as ambali. Ambali means it is the fermented porridge. So
Okay.
yeah, so this is made like you. Acha, one more thing I forgotten to tell you. When using these millets, the most important aspect of using the millets, you have to soak the millets at least for 6 to 7 hours before
Oh.
using. Whether you use it as rice or whether you use it for idli dosa, so we do soak it for 6 to 7 hours. But
Mm-hmm.
otherwise, even for making rice, you have to soak it for 6 to 7 hours, and then and not in the cooker. You have to cook it on the stove directly. Yeah,
Okay.
and for whatever else you use, you have to use the millets only after soaking, and you have to wash it very softly, not aggressively, and
Okay.
then soak it for 6 to 7 hours, and then use it for whatever you want.
Okay.
So soaking is very important for millets.
Mm-hmm.
By soaking, what happens is the fiber content in the millet, if it is 9% to 10%, most of these millets, they're having 10%, up to 10% is their fiber content. So when we soak the millets, the fiber content increases to about 40%,
Okay.
which is very good.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a fiber actually which helps
Yes.
the bone.
Yes.
Yeah. So it is very important to soak the millets.
Okay. So
So
important thing, audience, please note that to eat millets, there is a proper way where you must soak your millets at least 6 hours prior to cooking wash them softly, and then soak them.
Yeah, and actually, if you go on YouTube, also, there are so now. In the beginning, I wouldn't find many recipes, but today, if I go, I find so it's just full flooded with millets recipes. On
Yes.
YouTube, so you get so many recipes. So, yeah, exactly. They tell you the proportion of the millets to be used for each and every item.
Mhm.
So there are so many items you can make from millets. Our
All right.
everyday daily normal food.
Okay. So, Hema ji, here I want to ask you, which is your favorite millet, and which one is the millet that you use the most, eat the most, and enjoy the most?
Actually, all the millets are very good, but still, I like kodo millet the best.
Okay. Kodo
Yeah,
is,
because kodo
and what do
millet,
you make out of it
I
mostly?
make dosas mostly because the dosas turn out so crisp. They're so crispy. So I
Okay.
just love kodo millet.
Okay. So, these are certain grains that we never knew about, and I'm surprised they are grown in India and Indians
Yeah,
do not know because every millet is grown in India,
yeah.
and I'm surprised why most Indians don't even know about such powerful millets. They are so power packed.
Because they had stopped growing the millets. They had stopped it. This actually the millets is the our has been our food from ages, lakhs of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Because we never heard about diabetes before. We never heard about our ancestors having diabetes or
Yes.
BP. They were so hale and hearty. It's only since
Yeah.
the past 100 years, 150 years, I think, slowly, slowly, when people started using rice and wheat, then slowly, slowly, the rice was good before, but then polished
Yes.
rice started coming in the market, which is not good for our body. So slowly, slowly, all the diseases started setting in us, and we had forgotten about the millets. I think when the British had come to India, they had stopped people from growing millets, and they had made them grow rice and
Yes.
wheat and all that. So that's how, and
That is
rice
how
and even
our
wheat.
Prime Minister
Yeah,
took this
yes,
initiative to declare
yes,
20
yes,
year so that Indians can grow back our powerful millets and the Indians can switch to a diet of
yeah,
this because the world has been eating this, but Indians have forgotten this. So we must not forget that our roots are lie there, and it is very important that because we have such power-packed foods in our country, and we must
yeah.
not ignore them. We must again get back to that diet because I think every second or third person these days is a patient
Yeah,
of
everywhere
chronic
is
diabetes.
diabetic, having all chronic illnesses we are having.
Yes.
And we should
So
not forget the Dr. Khadar Valli, who is the millet man of India, actually. But you can call him the man of the world, the millet man of the world, because he was the one who got the millet back in our daily diet. He is the
okay.
one. He is the one who got the Padma Shri this year, na?
Uh,
Uh, as the millet man of India.
Millet Man, yes. So thanks to him and thanks to you also for spreading this awareness today that most of you who do not know about millets now, you know that there are neutral millets, there are super positive healthy millets, and there are so many things about millets. So Hemaji has also told you about recipes. So there is no restriction. Basically, you can use millets for anything and everything that you're cooking on a daily basis. Your dosas, idlis, khichdis, rotis, whatever you like. So there is no boundary to it that ये इससे नहीं बनेगा. There is a way to everything. And anyway,
Yes.
when during fasting time we use a lot of millets, so we cook everything out of them: puris, rotis, and
Yeah.
khichdi and soups and everything we're doing out of that.
Yes.
So definitely it
Yes.
is possible. And yes, YouTube is there for all new recipes of millets these days. So thank you so much, Hemaji, for joining us and enlightening
Most
us
welcome.
today
Thank you very much for giving me this
on this very
opportunity to
uh,
connect with the people
absolutely,
on a
absolutely.
larger scale.
And it is our honor that you joined us to, tell all our audience about how many types of millets are there and how important they are and what are the benefits. So thank you, audience. Thank you,
And I would
Hemaji.
like to tell the audience that I am a student of Skill Ninja.
Oh, great. Yes, please.
I I am learning the what is called the advanced technology of computers.
Ah, Tech Ninja. You're a Tech Ninja
At Tech
student, which
Ninja,
is
at Tech Ninja, yeah.
yes. So today we had a
Shikha ma'am
wonderful.
is Shikha ma'am is my
Oh,
trainer.
Ashika Ma'am is your trainer. And she was very delighted that when she got to know you are doing a confab with us today.
Yes, yes.
So, um, okay, it was lovely talking to you, Hemaji. Thank you very much for letting us know and for
Thank you, sir.
informing
Nice
us.
talking to you also.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you so much. So, all right, audience, see you next Saturday with a new topic. Until then, goodbye.